Hi, it's Travis in here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we did a quest where we had to analyze some giants, and we also did two battlegrounds, Seething Shore and the Temple of Kotmogu. And we won the Temple of Kotmogu, and we lost the Seething Shore, and we almost got level 42. And today, I think I'm going to switch it up a bit. We're going to do a dungeon. Hopefully we get a different one. Last time we got one we've done before. I believe it was called the Nexus. We've done that 2 times now. I think we'll get level 42 today, and we're also going to do the quests that we forgot that we didn't do in Jalbron, Necro Overlord Mezin, and of Keys and Cages. That is what we are going to do. Let's head over there. Also, we finished Castle Nathria last night on normal. It's a pretty fun raid. The last boss was cool. Tons of phases. It's a good last boss. It's going to be a real challenge on Mythic, I think. That's another thing that's going on today. They got the race to World First in Mythic. That's going to be interesting to watch. I'm going to be checking that out. And I think Castle Nathria is a great first raid for an expansion. Had a lot of fun raiding in Castle Nathria. I'm looking forward to trying to clear Heroic. Seems like a lot of guilds are clearing Heroic now, which is good. Looks like it wasn't too much of a challenge, as it seemed to be at the beginning of the week. But it seems to be pretty hard. I think like Blizzard overtuned it a bit. And they nerfed a lot of the bosses. So we'll see what happens in Mythic. Be interested to see if they like where guilds get stuck. And the last boss fight was really cool. It kind of reminded me of like fighting a vampiric Lich King. It's kind of what it reminded me of. Here's the sepulcher. So we have to find this guy named Mezin. And you had to also fight his sword. I forget what it was called. It kind of reminded me of like Frost. Oh my gosh. I think we might go down. The big dingo might go down. This isn't looking good. Got like a warrior on him. I wish I could like heal my pet. It's good that he has leech, but we're having a rough time over here. This guy's a beast. Oh, this isn't good. We might go down. It's really strong. Oh my gosh. Oh, I wasn't looking. Jeez. Run away! Okay, well, I hope we can get away. Let's drop a trap. See if that does anything. Yeah, it looks like it helped out a little bit. Guess what? We're saved by the dungeon. Last episode, we got saved by the BG. Now we're getting saved by the dungeon. Maybe we're not getting saved, but we got away at least, so I guess we gotta gotta revive our pet here. I think we're gonna sneak around a bit. We gotta get away from these, like, some kind of horse. Oh no. This warrior was just chasing us down. Looks like our healer's, not here. This dungeon queue was really fast. That was good. And we got a key, guys. Looks like we got a key. Now we just gotta free some prisoners. I wonder if I could check out Castle Nathria here on the raids. It shows all the... Yeah, there we go. These are all the raids for for Wrath of the Lich King. Let's see if it has Shadowlands. Yeah, there it is. Castle Nathria. Yeah, Sire Denathrius. There's a sword. I forget the name of his sword. But you end up fighting his sword. It doesn't tell me the name. But it was a good fight. Yeah, Blade, Ramornia. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of Frostmourne. It's a really cool fight. And it just had like that Lich King feel to it. You know, but like fighting a vampire Lich King. And Ramornia was like the Frostmourne that he used at the end. Because Frostmourne was like a living like sword, you know what I mean? Kind of like how Ramornia is. Yeah, good raid overall. Let me check out the bosses, which ones I thought were good. Huntsman Altamore we had a lot of trouble with. There's like this ad that you have to make sure stays CC'd. And our boomkin kept on dotting it up, so we were wiping on that a lot. And once we figured it out, like, we had to like make sure to keep it CC'd and like why it was getting like knocked out of CC, then we beat the boss. Just another boss. That was tough. Council of Blood. This one was a tough one. We kept on like trying different like versions of like who to kill first, because depending on who you kill, like different stuff happens. And I believe we went with at the end. We started with Stavros. Stavros had this like mechanic where people had to like run together, and that was like an annoying mechanic too. And then we got rid of Nicholas second because he was just beating up the tanks. I need a target. He just puts like a debuff on the tanks and they just get smacked. So we did Nicholas second, and then last we did where's her name? It was with an F. So, yeah, what's the third one called? It should be yeah, Frida, Baroness Frida. She has this like a shadow bolt volley that you gotta kick that does a lot of damage. So we gotta stay away from this guy. This guy's pretty strong. Let's come back here. Good thing is we're getting a lot of these keys. Hope Dag Dingo doesn't die. Target. Should we fight this guy? Yeah, let's get rid of him. He's pretty strong. Good thing there is we got some aggro. So I think Dag Dingo will be able to deal with them. Gotta watch out where we're trying to land. But yeah, those guys are tough. We wiped on them a lot. Sludge Fist was kind of cool. He's a cool fight. Kind of reminds, really cool fight. He like runs into like these, he goes into the wall and like pillars. And if he runs into the wall, pretty much a wipe. He like charges the tank pretty much, and the tank can like lead him into these pillars. And then if he gets hit by the pillar, he gets stunned and he takes more damage. Stone Legion Generals we did in like, I don't know, 3 attempts. But it's all on normal, so none of it was like super hard, but it was a bit of a challenge when we didn't have a very good gear. Obviously, like throughout the week as we got better gear from doing like Mythic Plus and PvP, came a lot easier. We gotta find these prisoners. Looks like they're in here, so there we go. Start freeing them. There's a bunch over here too. I find this Necro Lord Mezen too. Okay, so let's open this up. Wonder if I can free all these prisoners. Oh, we freed everybody. That's awesome. We got 5 right there. 1 key. Just gotta find another one of those and we're good. I wonder who's gonna win the world first. It's gonna be interesting. And I wonder how long it's gonna take. I think it'll take like a week. That's my guess. 10 bosses in a week. That's how long I think it'll take them. I don't think it'll be more than 2 weeks. It depends on how hard Blizzard made the bosses on Mythic and if they have to like nerf them or not. I'm also looking forward to leveling in Shadowlands. We're almost there. We got pretty much 8 levels to go. You might be able to get another level. Depending on the dungeon we get, we could get up to level 43. Which would be nice. Would be good to get into Shadowlands soon. I think we'll be there in a week or so. And then we'll get the quest in Shadowlands. And choose what covenant we want to be a part of. I don't know which one I should choose. All I know is I'm not going to choose Maldraxxus. That's all I know. Supposedly the Night Fae has like a really cool ability for the last boss in Castle Nathria. Like you can turn yourself into a fox, and it helps deal with this mechanic where you get like knocked out. Everyone gets knocked to like the edge of the room, and there's like blood everywhere, and you have to like race to the middle in time. Supposedly, Night Fae Covenant has this ability that turns themselves into a fox, and they're able to deal with that mechanic a lot easier. Here we go. Let's open this up. Also, we get to check out our the Great Vault today for the first time. See what rewards we get. I kind of like what Blizzard did with that. There's like tons of different ways you can get loot. You can either PvP and get raiding. You can Mythic Plus. I believe Mythic Plus gives you the best rewards, or you can just raid and you get a reward from the Mythic Vault. So everybody should be getting a reward depending on what they did. And you get like a bunch of different choices too, which I like. So I remember the weekly chest in BFA, like you'd always just get like one choice. You just get what you get pretty much. And a lot of the time you get an item that you either didn't want or you know, just wasn't the right stats. So at least now you get some choice to make, depending on how much you play. The more you play, the more choice you get. That's kind of how it works. I think this week's pretty, I didn't really play too much. I only did one Mythic Plus. I did like a Mythic 9 that I got into. And, I think I'm just going to take the piece from that, most likely. Because a lot of my gear's pretty low anyways, so. I'm just going to take the highest item level piece. So we got to free one more prisoner, and then we got to find this Necrolord Mezen. We've been, we haven't got back in queue in a while. Since, we're waiting on a tank now. We're waiting on a healer for a bit. I guess the tank left after the healer forgot to queue up. Now we gotta find this Mezen guy. Looks like he's up here. Gotta find this guy. Looks like Fugin from Nax Rams. I must say, Nax Ramus Patchwork, that guy trucked. Classic WoW. His Hateful Strikes, like, so much damage. Our raid wiped to him a lot. I was wondering if they were going to bring Nax back. Imagine they brought Nax Ramus back in Shadowlands. Kind of fits the theme. But I don't know if they would do that, because they already did that in Wrath of the Lich King. So there we go. We got level 42. Let's see what we got. We got kill shot. Let's check that out. You attempt to finish off a wounded target, dealing 564 damage. Only usable on enemies with less than 20% health.
I don't have a target.
So I guess we'll make that armor. Hunters have a lot of keybinds, guys. Really like running out of the search is taking a while. Do you want to expand your search to dungeons from other expansions? Guess we don't have to do that. But I wouldn't mind doing it. Can't get in. I don't really think we have to, like, you know, be stuck in Wrath of the Lich King, but I don't mind if we, you know, do only Wrath. I would like to do a different dungeon. That'd be nice. So I would be down to expand this. Wrath leveling's not bad. I think, like, the questing and leveling now is actually better. Like, the way they do the stories and stuff. It's a lot more voice acting. Yeah, we're starting to get a lot of people that just... If we don't get in this dungeon, I'll just expand the search. I always have people that decline. I don't know why, but... it's just the way it is. See if we get in now. I don't mind this at all. We're just getting XP slaying Necrolords. Maybe this damage will take the queue. And it looks like we might get a new dungeon here. Oh, this is a good one. We got the Violet Hold, which is in
Greetings.
This is a dungeon that is in
Farewell.
it's in Dalaran. This will be interesting. Pretty much we gotta, like, this is the whole dungeon, and like stuff comes out of these portals. It's kind of like a giant gauntlet that you gotta beat.
I don't have a target.
We got our big bear druid here. I'm also really enjoying my monk. Having a lot of fun on the monk. Tanking on the monk was a good choice. I didn't think I would like it that much. I wanted to play my DK. But I decided to switch to monk because I was kind of worried about DKs, like how much they got nerfed during the Shadowlands beta, so I switched. And the thing is, I played a DK before too, so played a DK in Warlords of Draenor, so I'm happy I switched. Here we go. Let's get this started. Then these little, like, activation crystals over here, they're like, they can, like, help you with the waves, like if you're getting overwhelmed. You can use them for, like, I don't know, I forget what they do. I don't know if it's a damage increase or something like that. We got a kill shot now, which is nice. I didn't know hunters had an execute.
It's too far away.
Oh, yeah. What pet is this guy using? He's using a dinosaur. It's pretty cool. I didn't know you could have dinosaurs as pets. I might try to get a different pet. I've liked this dog though. Dag Dinko's been pretty good. He rarely dies. And when he dies, it's usually 100% my fault. And I rarely have to feed him. That's usually why it's my fault when he dies. I forget to feed him. So, like, I never have to. He has his ability where he leeches from the targets, so pretty much heals himself. So here's all the portals we need to open. We need to open 18 portals. And then I guess we start fighting the bosses after that. Cool thing about this dungeon, there's not a lot of moving around. It's a pretty basic dungeon. And they released this again, I believe, in it was released again in Legion. It's also a Legion version of this dungeon. It's the first time it was released is in Wrath of the Lich King. I don't know why they brought this dungeon back. I wouldn't really consider it like one of my favorites, since it's like, you know, but it's really basic. A lot of RP too, like just waiting for like the mobs to come out. Oh my gosh, are we? Oh, we DC'd. Well, we got DC'd. We got disconnected due to the Tuesday update. It's a shame that we're not going to be able to finish the Violet Hold, but at least we'll be able to finish this quest. It's totally my bad. I should have been paying attention to the updates, but hopefully we get Violet Hold again another time. I guess I'll just finish this quest. Yeah, my bad, guys. I should have known, but I totally forgot about the Tuesday updates. And normally I wouldn't want to, you know, end it like that. So I had to wait for the update to finish, and then now we're back. Yeah, it's a shame that we couldn't finish the dungeon. It's too bad. I'll make sure that doesn't happen again. Lesson learned. But as I like to say, it is what it is. Made a mistake. So we'll get this quest done. We gotta slay Nezheim here. Nice. Buddy invited me to the guild. Buddy Gel. Thanks, Gel. Yeah, it was nice of him. We're in. We got a little guild called Soup on Bleeding Hollow. This is our retail guild. We have a classic guild as well on Fairlena. Deal with this Mezen guy here. I wonder if he's going to be a challenge. I have a feeling we'll probably take him out. Alright, so it looks like we're doing a lot of damage. Hunter's really strong. Jal's actually thinking about re-rolling from Warrior to Hunter, because Hunters are just doing really well in PvE right now. Warrior's doing not so great in PvE damage-wise, but they're doing great in PvP though. So my other buddy, buddy Whitey, he's killing it on his Warrior. Got another quest called the Slumbering King. Sheet of parchment drops from the still hand of the Overlord. Upon it, you can discern the outline of the rituals that are taking place in the catacombs below. However, it appears that the Queen of the Vicruel, Angerboda, is having a difficult awakening King Yamaran. The ritual is taking place within the large chamber known as the Winter's Terrace on the north end of Gijalbrin. If you hurry, you may be able to stop her before it is too late. Defeat Queen Angerboda and stop the ritual to be awakened King Yamaran. Alright, so let's do that. I guess we'll do that. Why not? Get a little bit more XP. We also hit level 42 before the DC happened, which was nice. And we got a new ability called Kill Shot, which is like it's an execute. It's like a hunter execute. I didn't know hunters had an execute, so that was cool to find. But I'm looking forward to the Shadowlands leveling, guys. We're getting there soon. Because, like I said before, I didn't really get to experience the story. It's kind of like my classic WoW experience. It was just really rushed on my first character, and it's usually how I like to do it on my first character. But this character, I'm going to get to enjoy the story, and we're going to take it all in. I won't be doing as many dungeons or PvP as I've been doing up to level 50, but I'm going to make sure I get my fair share of battlegrounds before that. That's for sure. Been having fun doing the PvP, though. It's a great way to level. Even if it's not, like, the most optimal way. So I wonder if he's inside this, These guys have all these warlocks. Necrolords are kind of like warlocks. I always thought they should have had, like, a necromancer class in the game. It would have been cool if they introduced a vampire class. Like a vampire mage class. They have, like, one in Diablo. It's kind of like the necromancer. Necromancers can, they have, like, the spec in Diablo where it's kind of like a blood mage. It's pretty cool. I kind of wish they had that in WoW. I think I would enjoy playing a class like that. But I guess they have, too many casters already, or maybe they're saving that for later. Who knows?
I can't attack that.
They did introduce a couple new races going into Battle for Azeroth. With the little furry guys,
I
fox
can't
guys.
attack that target.
Okay, we got some Gelbron warriors ready to go. Soon, my love, you will. Soon, my love, soon you will awaken, and all of Azeroth will know fear.
I don't have a target.
Guess we'll get rid of all these warriors, then we gotta go around. Yeah, Blood Mage would be a cool class. Kinda thought about that while I was in that. I wish they had that. I don't think they will, because there's already too many. There's so many classes, guys. Imagine the balancing issues they have to deal with all these classes. It's probably pretty tough. But they do. I think they do the best they can. I don't really know in PvP how the class balance is, but in PvE I think they do it the right way. Dig Dingo attack! PvE I think they do it the right way. It kind of changes all the time. It's kind of like a flavor of the patch type thing, kind of like League of Legends. Every class eventually gets to shine, and sometimes some classes, have a rough time. The thing is, the classes that are purely DPS, they're rarely ever bad at DPS, like Hunter, Rogue.
Give me your soul that I might slay the enemy.
Mage. Like they're rarely ever terrible. Classes that usually take a hit are like Shadow Priest, like classes that can play multiple different roles, like healer and tank. Like Holy DK, Frost DK, Balance Druid sometimes takes a hit. At the moment, Balance Druid's like top DPS in the game, and kind of, I don't know, I'm not upset about that. I love that Balance Druids are doing such great damage. But it's just that I main Balance Druids for the last 2 expansions.
You will serve me better within Utgard Pinnacle. And if these insects survive to find you again, you will get the chance to avenge your wife.
Wow. The Lich King playing with the emotions. The emotions of this, of Yurmaron. Trying to get revenge for his wife. I wonder how his wife died. And I wonder if the Tonka. Maybe it was the Tonka who slayed his wife. Or maybe that's what the Lich King has Yimmeron believing. It'd be interesting to find out. I actually don't know why Yimmeron is, or how Yimmeron's wife died. Or why he wants to get revenge for his wife. Well, that is clearly why he's now a servant of the Lich King. So now I guess we're done those quests. I guess we can fly back to Camp Winterhoof. And yeah, the mythic races are ongoing right now. I'm gonna have to check those out. It's gonna be an interesting watch for sure. A lot of good WoW content out for the next month. December has been a good month for World of Warcraft. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the guild who clears it first. It's a really great thing that they added is to being able to watch the world first race. It's interesting. To me, it's interesting because it's hard to do. It takes a lot of team coordination and effort. So here we go. Let's turn these questions. Of keys and cages, a great stone is lifted from my shoulders to hear of your success, and I smile to know that some of you freed were Tonka. Please take this as a gift for what you have done. I shall see the hearth of those you freed.
May the eternal sun
See what he has to
shine
say.
upon you.
Necrolord Overlord Mezin. Chieftain Ashtotem breathes a sigh of relief. That should take some pressure off. Travdingo, time and again, you have proven your value to the Tonka of Camp Winterhoof. Please choose something from our bounty, I insist.
We shall meet again.
The Slumbering King. I'm not sure that I like the sound of that one bit. The Lich King is absconding with Yimmeron can only mean trouble. Unfortunate that you weren't able to kill him along with his queen. Still, you've put a huge dent in their plans and bought us the valuable time we need. And who knows, with the way you get around, you'll likely run into King Yimmeron again. I'm sure that he won't fare so well next time you meet.
Walk with
All
the
right.
earth.
So that is the end of this episode, guys. Next episode, I'll make sure we get in a dungeon and we don't get disconnected, hopefully. But as always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.